Pedraza went down for the first time in his career, and it was night over.
I don't even know what round was that?
The new IBF
7?
130-pound champion. What a coming up party, Al. He was kind of taken to the bosom of this crowd.
Okay.
And he got the job done for the...
Okay, so what we're waiting for is Gervonta Davis. What is his record now? He is now the IBF 130-pound champion. He is currently 17-0 now with 16 KOs, and he beat the very seasoned Jose Pedraza. And Jose Pedraza has a very good resume, and he did it in front of Floyd Mayweather. You can probably remember, if you don't, Google Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta Davis, fight hype, air mattress. So I'm glad that, you know, I mean, he's a world champion now. Now he's got to start acting like it. And now that he's the youngest champion in boxing, you know, I hope that the maturity is going to grow. But anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Jose Pedraza is he's good, but the skill, we knew that even though Gervonta Davis was fighting real low-level competition, I'm talking about looking at his resume, ain't nothing there. You may know Cristobal Cruz. You know, you may have seen him fight, but there's literally nothing there. So we knew that this would be a big step up for him. And many were wondering if it was too soon. But the skills, you know, the skills were there. And he had a few tough spots, but it was the biggest fight of his career. So now I want to hear what he has to say. And also the 130-pound division is stacked. But guess what? He's got that IBF. And you know, when you're IBF champion, ain't no BSing around. You know, you're going to fight your mandatory. So really quick, I'm looking at the IBF rankings to see, okay, Liam Walsh. And wait a minute. Doesn't a winner of this, if I'm correct, the winner of this has to fight Billy Dibb. So now, Gervonta Davis has to fight Billy Dibb, if I'm correct, a former 50 Cent fighter. But yo, he laid Jose Pedraza out. First, it was this body shot in the 6th round, where he punched him dead in his stomach, and you seen Pedraza's face go, ah, he grimaced, and he kept that arm there, and pretty much for the rest of the round stopped throwing punches because he was trying to protect his body. And then he came out the next round and was protecting his body because Davis was throwing some clean, straight, you know, like hooks to the body. And then while Pedraza was trying to protect himself to the body, you had Gervonta Davis doing the hooks. So I'm glad that you know, he's proved Floyd wrong. Let's listen to his post-fight interview. I mean, not prove him wrong, but I'm glad that he's
with Jimmy Lennon Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes 36 seconds in round number 7. A referee in charge stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated. He is now boxing's youngest current world champion and the new IBF Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, Gervonta Davis. Let's go to Jim Gray standing by with the new champion.
Morrow, thank you very much. Gervonta, congratulations. Can you describe the emotions of this moment?
It felt great, you know, just going in front of my fans, you know, taking boxing more serious, you know. I want to thank my promoter, you know, Floyd Mayweather, you know, my manager, Al Heyman, and just my home support team and my team.
You can see the emotion in your face. To be this young and this accomplished, what does this mean to you? Can you even describe what it means to you at this moment?
It means a lot, you know. I put in hard work. My team put in hard work, you know. So just, you know, us coming out on top, it means a lot. And also having a great promoter, you know, a great boxer backing me and feel great.
Where did you find this composure? With all this lack of experience, you had so much more experience and you were so composed, so ready.
I've been had experience. I was telling y'all that. Y'all didn't believe me. But you know, yeah, you know, in this camp, I studied Pretty Boy Floyd. Not, you know,
I've seen a little bit of that.
I studied Pretty Boy Floyd, and you know.
And what did you learn from that?
Just stay composed. You know, he caught me with a lot of good shots. You know, and I took it and I dished it back out. That's what you show. I'm a real dog.
You are a real dog. Let's take a look at the end of the fight and tell us what you were seeing from your perspective as you put on this onslaught here at the end of the round.
You can go to my Instagram. The link is right down below in the description box, and you can see the highlights.
Yeah. Right there. Big right. What are your thoughts on that?
I felt that he was weighing down. I caught him one time in the body, and you know he backed up. You know, and then my team, Calvin, Kenny, you know, Floyd Mayweather told me go back to the body, you know, because you know once I feel like I got you out of there, I push on the button. But Floyd and my team said, you know, stay under control and go back to the body.
Floyd, is this the future of boxing, and did the future just arrive?
For this training camp, I didn't want to be around him. I didn't want to talk to him. I wanted him to focus so he can go out there and be the best, and that's what he did tonight. Is this the future of boxing? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Floyd, always good to hear from you. I'm sure the parents are very pleased with that. Let's now bring in Jose. Congratulations. Terrific.
Okay, we're running late. The 130-pound division is somewhat, you know, I mean, easy pickings a little bit, I guess. You know, but remember, Gervonta Davis is still very unexperienced, but he's got, you know, this big experience right here. For example, Jose Pedraza beat Tevin Farmer very early in his career. And you know what they're saying about Tevin Farmer? He's got Steven Smith, the seasoned Edna Cherry, Andre Klimov. That was a big fight. Michael Ferranis, remember, he fought Yorkis Gamboa. You know, and who else? You know, so he's got names on his resume, and he's still young. He's 27. But in my opinion, he fought the wrong fight. He should have tried to bully Gervonta, and the fight he was fighting in the 6th round before he took the body shot was the fight he should have fought from the very beginning. But looking at the 130-pound division, as we said, he has to fight Billy Dibb next. The good thing is that Tevin Farmer fight is still out there because, you know, Gervonta Davis and Tevin Farmer have been going at it on social media for quite some time now. And that's a fight I would love to see. You know, you have other fights out there like Javier Fortuna. You know, they can even go veteran Johnny Gonzalez. But then, you know, you got the Jason Sosas and the Francisco Vargases. Now, come on. You know, I like Gervonta Davis, but I don't think that Floyd is going to go for those unifications anytime soon. Gervonta Davis, he's the champion now. He's only 22 years old, even though he is in what I feel is the most strictest boxing organization with the IBF. You know, I would love to see him versus a Francisco Vargas, you know, or Orlando Salido, or Vasil Lomachenko. So it's crazy because guess what? Now his name is up there with them. He's the champion now. He's one of the big 4 or 5, you know, that whole WBA situation. So now it's like,
creíamos que la podíamos hacer, le hicimos el peso, pero creo que no recuperamos bien la.
So now it's either sink or swim. Do you really think he's going to fight Vasil Lomachenko? Do you really think he's going to fight You know, Jason Sosa. He might fight a Jason Sosa, but then you got the Francisco Vargas. Francisco Vargas is Golden Boy, and can you think that Golden Boy and Mayweather Promotions are going to do an event together? It's just the way it is. Anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. You know, I like this kid. I had some, you know, because it was hard to really. It's hard to really, you know, gauge him off of the lack of competition that he had. So this was the fight where I needed to see to say, okay, all right, dude's going to be good, and we seen it. So I got to go get ready for the next fight. TstreeT Controversy, TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.